Here we are at the Frying Can Ranch from Cedar Creek, Lake, Texas. So I did kind of a wing thing about an unboxing. So we're going to go over this thing, kind of briefly. What we have here is the Stoeger S4000E, then it says S3 rake barrel pellet rifle. And boy, look at that compensator built into this dog. So there's a few surprises with this, and I could have got everything in the box, but I did not. We'll cover this side, and then we'll talk about some things that are in the specs that I read that were incorrect, but we'll move right along. And we'll come down here. Right here is very important, and right here is going to be a little bit important. We'll come back down it again, get down to the business end of it, and there's a reason that's put together like that. All right, let's go over this thing real quick. So, Stoeger S4000-400E. It's a 22 caliber. They also make it in a 177 caliber. In the 22, they claim it does 1,000 feet per second. I'm sure that's with alloy pellets. So it is an overall weight of 7.65 pounds. The overall length is going to be 44.25. It has an 18.50 rifled barrel, completely wrapped up. And you have an 11 millimeter dovetail. It does come with a scope, and we're going to talk about that also. It has a nice green fiber optic at this end, and an unhooded, I like them hooded, red fiber optic there in the front. Now in the review thing, they tell you that this is a manual safety, but it is not. And your safety is going to be right here, and you're going to push that in to lock it back out, and you can hook it, and now you're ready to fire. It's got a little white dot instead of a red dot on it. Said I'd bring that up. Another thing this gun comes with is, I'll try to hold this. I didn't get all of them. It comes with these little inserts like this, and you can take this screw out, and I think I've got that on the wrong side, but we'll try it. You can take this off, and you can put one of these in there in its place. There's a blue ones, there's orange ones, so you can get rid of the black and put a blue or orange there. And you have the same thing down here on the grip section, so you can unscrew right here, you lift that out, and you can take the black one off. You can put a blue and orange right there. So that's kind of interesting. It's different. Now, one thing I want to talk about is this scope, mainly the mouse. It's a package deal scope, so it's not the most out of the box thing. When you mount this scope, I should have made a separate video for this, but I didn't. These, right there you go. These are on a spring. Both of these are on a spring. And there's a little slot right back here for your scope stop. And if you look at the bottom of the scope ring, it's very flat. If you take the top of the scope ring off, you're expecting to see like a hex size wrench that'll go down in there and lower those down to fit your scope stop. And that's not the case. I've run this before. You're going to have to very carefully take this apart. And just take the connector and the screw and the little spring out, and that scope stop will fall out, and you'll realize it's a narrower pin at one end. So and it's threaded through the center. Very important you remember that, it's threaded through the center. So you flip that over, put it back in, so you line up with the screw here, and then very carefully thread it back in. Then you mount it on the gun, and then that'll keep you from having any kind of scope creep. Hit rate. So yeah, you can do that. Again, I ran into that before, and at about 2 o'clock in the morning, mind you, and figured it out. So, and then this one here, you'll just leave it alone, because that's just going to fit into the gun. So you just leave that one alone. But this one here, you're going to have to take the screw and the clamp piece and the spring out as one. Then that'll fall out, flip it over so the pin side's down, line it, back up the screw hole, and get it in there very carefully. So I've been trying to get my hands on one of these for a while. This came my direction, and so far I like it. You're going to find out it's going to be a very backyard friendly. I just wanted to share that with you. Now also, I almost forgot, there's a screw up here at the top that you can take loose, and it also has you can slide this out, and there's a green fiber optic you can put in there if you choose to do that. So, you know, you kind of dress it up or change it, make it blue, make it orange, you know, on your little grip thing. I don't know if I'll try that, but I should have put one on one side and showed you how it went, but I didn't. So it's got a really good rubber butt pad to it, a little bit of a cheap piece. You got good nurdling right along here. I like this slightly giving out palm swell on the bottom of the gun. I like that a lot. It leads to some good stabilization, good checkering here. I like this sort of, it's hard to see in the video, this sort of fiber optic or carbon fiber pattern they put on the top of the barrel. No glare whatsoever. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to put this video together. We're going to get it out there for you, and then we're going to sit down and put together a good shooting video. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get something to eat and let this load up, and then we get back with very satisfied tummies. I'll put together a shooting video. I might even pop a couple pickleballs. Don't never know what I'm going to do. But at any rate, that's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch, and we will catch you in a little bit. Boop, later.